Today is the day, and we are moving out of the apartment that we've been living in for over 2 years. That's quite a long time. While this whole space was never truly felt like ours, because it is a rental space that we couldn't change anything in, because it is a tourist house originally, so of course like we couldn't do anything with it. But yeah, we've been here for over 2 years. This is the place where I learned how to garden for the first time and I fell in love with it. This is the place where I learned how to cook as well. And we hosted so many amazing dinners with great people here, and we had so many experiences here. We had so much good, but also so much bad stuff happen while we were living here. The last 2.5 years were very intense for both me, my partner, and both of us as a couple. It has been so intense, and we are not moving into the house just yet. We are moving into a temporary solution that we are hopefully, fingers crossed, just going to stay in for like maybe 2 months. Fingers crossed. I really don't want to stay much longer than that. First of all, because I want to move into our house no matter how broken it still is. We just need a bathroom and electricity. Otherwise we're fine. We can sleep on the floor. Most of it doesn't need to be done, you know, like we just need a bathroom and electricity and a place to store some clothes that don't get dirty. And that's it. But of course it's much more complicated than that. Like you need to get like a billion things done before you can get, for example, electricity and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it is still a long way ahead, but we're hoping for the best. But yeah, today is the day that we are moving out of our apartment, and it looks so sad. Like all my books are gone and I will not see them for months. And I mean, not that the books that I had here was representative of the crazy amount of books that I own, but yeah, it still is nice to have a bookshelf, no? But yeah, we've been packing for a week and carrying out our stuff for a couple of days at this point. But today is the last day, tonight was the last night. And today we're just collecting like the last bits and bobs, like the last pieces of clothing, some kitchen items that we still use, the stuff that's in the fridge, our like laptops and that kind of stuff. Like the stuff that you use on a day-to-day basis is still here. And that is gonna be the last one, and then we're gonna say goodbye to this chapter, to this apartment, and it's bittersweet. I'm happy we're moving out because we had a lot of cockroaches here all the time, and I can't wait to get rid of those. To wake up every day or every night to cockroaches is not fun. And I'm excited to start a new chapter, but of course, like this apartment still holds so much memory and emotion for me, and it is a beautiful space in many ways, so I'm a bit sad, but I'm also excited. I have such mixed feelings.
Ein leidenschaftlicher Läufer und Redner, mich wirklich stundenlang still verhalten können? Zum ersten Mal verhielt ich mich in Erwartung einer Begegnung derartig ruhig. Ich erkannte mich selbst nicht wieder. Bisher hatte ich mich zwischen der Republik Sacha und dem Departement Seine-et-Oise bewegt und dabei 3 Grundsätzen gehorcht.
If you have been around on this channel for a while, you might remember that growing up, I have lived in the same house and in the same tiny town in Bavaria, Germany, my entire life. And yet, I never felt like I was home because I felt like I didn't belong there. And all of that changed when I moved to the Azores. And it's been such an interesting journey because for so many years I have been obsessed with the thought what home truly means while navigating a life that led me away from any comfort that most people would describe as a home. And I have come to realize that loving my country and the culture that I come from, loving it from afar is so much easier for me. I now have such a deep appreciation for Germany and Bavaria. But I've also moved on from the feeling like I belong nowhere or I don't want to settle anywhere that I had when I was a bit younger. I mean, we are renovating a house. We are planning to settle into it and live in it until we are old. So, of course, things have changed. But until the day we can move in, we are still living in an in-between state. As I'm recording this voiceover, it is now almost the middle of November, and we are still living in that temporary solution with no moving date for our own home in sight. And it is so frustrating living in between and out of moving boxes. All your little sentimental items and memories and favorite things out of reach, and you're constantly looking for something. And yet, the island still feels like home to me. My partner, my friends, they still feel like home to me. And I would never make anything different because home is so much more than just a place.
From the support.